My name is Emily, and thank you for joining me today at the Seeing Stone. This channel is devoted to creating real magic for you to participate in. You can consider these spells as magic done by proxy for you, or you can recreate these spells at home to make your own magical effect. Today's spell is Guidance. This is a cantrip from the D&D manual, and there are no required items on this cantrip, so I've improvised by providing some of my own things that I think will help provide an appropriate magical effect. Now, I've taken the concept of this spell and I've adjusted it slightly because I think we all need a good spell in order to find a new job, find a new hobby, when we're a little bit lost and we need some guidance to take us in the right direction or we're not sure how to go next. We need to find a quest. So that's what this spell is here for today, is to help us find our next quest. There are several ingredients that we'll need for this spell. And for most magic, I like to use tarot cards because they provide a visual language that allows us to express a magical thought. So in this case, the cards that I've arranged are specifically devoted to this purpose, for providing us with an outlet for guidance. I also would encourage you to gather a couple of candles. I like to use a red and a blue candle for this specific spell. So if you have one of these, you can use those, or if you just have any old candle will work. It's more about the intention behind it than the actual material. You will also need some salt. I have salt here that I have created with herbs from my garden and special oils, and these have been infused with magic under the full moon. I also have water that was collected at the blood moon eclipse. I have some Florida water spray that we'll use for purifying the air and cleansing the aura of our working space. This is from Maiden and Crow, and it's Florida water. It smells really, really good. But you can use any kind of smoke cleanse as well if you prefer Palo Santo or sage or sweetgrass, whatever you like best. I also recommend that you have a couple of herbs. If you grow them yourself, more is the better, but you can always get these at your local grocery store and that works fine. The two herbs that I've picked for this spell are mint, which represents eternal refreshment, wisdom, and virtue, and thyme. This represents activity, bravery, and strength. And I think this concept of renewal and freshness, a new path, combined with courage and activity, the propulsion to move us forward in a new direction, these two are really good representative herbs for our spell today. You will also need matches or a taper. If you only have a stick lighter, that's fine too. I just really like these, and I think the idea of burning wood brings a sense of just magical wonderment to any ritual. And you will need either an athame or a wand, or if you don't have either of those things, you can use your finger, and that's totally fine. I just like magical tools, and you'll see me use them often. So the first thing that you'll want to do is to lay out your cards into formation, and I've arranged these in a sort of crosswise star-like pattern. So the first thing that I'm going to do for this spell is I am going to light my candle, my red candle. We call upon the element of fire, which leads the way in the dark and provides a beacon for which way to go. We call upon the element of earth to keep us stable as we embark on new adventures. You can draw a star, or you can draw any runic symbol that's meaningful to you. If you work with chaos magic and you create your own sigils, this would be a good time to put a sigil into the salt. We call upon the element of air to blow the winds of change in our direction. We call upon the element of water to flow through us as we catch the current to our intended destination. The Fool represents us at this moment in time. We are approaching the precipice of something unknown. And this requires us to have a sense of adventure, a freedom and a lightheartedness, a willingness to make mistakes, a freedom that allows us to not know what happens next and yet still embrace that potential. The Fool embarks on his journey with a smile and a song in his heart. And for this spell, we want to embody that. We want to be ready for adventure, to set out on our quest, not knowing where the winds may blow us or the river may take us, but be ready for the result to be exactly where we need to be. Even if we don't know what's going to happen next, we want to be ready for whatever comes. The Princess of Wands represents our inner fire and our curiosity. It's the fledgling spirit that stokes our furnace of inspiration. The princess grasps her staff as she strides purposefully forward, and this is a feeling that we need to be ready as we embark on new ventures and new projects If we want to look for a new job or hobby, we have to be ready to approach that with a fire of spirit and a confidence that even if we don't feel it down inside us, you want to project that feeling of purposefully going forward. The Ace of Pentacles represents emerging from our hibernation, investing our time and sometimes our money to start something new. We put our hope and our dreams into what's going to bring us the next big thing. We are the bear emerging from hibernation or stagnation sometimes. And the aces represent our ability to form something new. And generally, when you're looking for a new quest, you want it to be a profitable venture. And the Ace of Pentacles helps us stay grounded. The Eight of Cups represents finding the strength of heart to walk away from something safe or familiar, to venture into the unknown. When we look at the Eight of Cups, we see somebody who has everything laid out behind him, and he ventures uphill. It may be a tough climb. It may be an immense challenge, and there may be moments when you look back on your safety and security of where you've been, and that feeling that you have makes you want to turn back. But finding something truly valuable and new means being willing to take risks. And that's where the Fool comes in. The Fool and the Eight of Cups are our ability to stride forward into the unknown and be willing to leave things behind us that maybe weren't serving us or maybe have a false sense of security. The Star represents our guiding light and the flow of our efforts. It's that beacon in the night guiding us to our destination, where we allow our heart and our soul to be swept up in the current of fate to find our path. The Star is utterly naked, and she's pouring out heart and soul. You need to be ready as you embark on your quest to pour your heart and soul into the journey. And when we want to find something truly beautiful and meaningful, that's life-changing, this is the moment where you make a commitment. Commitment to putting your all into the journey. This light is our guidance at this moment. Next, I'm going to take this taper and I will light it on my red candle. And I will transfer this flame to my blue candle. This flame is the embodiment of your beacon. And the water will flow to your destination. Take your mint and your time. Inhale them deeply and envision your heart and your effort and your courage embodied in them. Lay them under your pillow while you sleep tonight. And then, in the morning, crush them into the water. You'll want to leave the water out overnight in a safe place, and then pour it onto your doorstep or just outside of your home in the morning, so that the waters, your intentions, your herbs, your salt, your offerings, all of these will help your intention be carried to its destination. I would like to thank you for joining me today at the Seeing Stone for the spell guidance. I hope that it serves you well. If you have used this spell, please let me know in the comments, or if you have any alternative versions that you would like to recommend. I think there are lots of different ways that you could get to the same intended results, but this is the one that I chose for this video. I would love to have you join me for future videos, so if you are interested in more magic and D&D spell crossovers, please do like and subscribe to my channel. And you can find me at theseeingstone.com if you're interested in any of my jars, talismans, jewelry. I make all of these things as well, and I do regular tarot spreads on my Instagram and Facebook page, so please do find me if you're interested. Thanks again for joining me, and I hope to see you again next time.